Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, December 4th, 2023. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. A press release from the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force says the police are investigating a vehicular accident that claimed the life of Stedroy Sturge of Mascot. The incident occurred between 6:45 and 7:45 p.m. on Saturday, December 2nd, 2023, along the Charlestown Bypass Road in the vicinity of Occasions on Nevis. Initial investigations indicate that Sturge was traveling along the bypass road when he lost control of his vehicle, which crashed into a utility pole and overturned off-road. Sturge was thrown from the vehicle. His passenger, who sustained injuries, was transported to the Alexandria Hospital via ambulance. Sturge was pronounced deceased at the scene. The crime scene unit of the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force processed the scene. The police force expresses its condolences to those affected by this incident. The public will be kept appropriately informed of developments as the investigation progresses. 36 students became official graduates of the Gingerland Secondary School following the institution's 50th annual graduation and a prize-giving ceremony on November 30th. The ceremony was held with the theme, "The World Awaits Your Gift."
Now, each of you graduates have a unique story. And from your experiences and aspirations, you have unique gifts to offer. Use your gift. Change the world. To the class of 2023, go forth with courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in the extraordinary potential that resides within you. The world is not just waiting, it is yearning for what only you can give. Your gift is not just a part of the puzzle, it is the key to unlocking a brighter, more harmonious future. So, graduates, spread your wings, soar to new heights, and let the world witness the magic that is uniquely and brilliantly you. Thank you, and may your journey be filled with purpose, passion, and boundless success.
Principal of the Gingerland Secondary School, Keno David, congratulated the class of 2023 for outstanding performances in the May-June sitting of the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC exams, including 100% pass rates in agricultural science, biology, EDPM, English A, food, nutrition and health, industrial technology, information technology, integrated science, principles of accounts, and technical drawing for the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC), as well as 100% pass rates in mathematics and Spanish for the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence (CCSLC). Among the graduates are valedictorian Shani Evelyn, who attained 9 CSEC passes with 6 grade 1s.
Today we stand at the threshold of a new chapter, having conquered the challenges of our CSEC exams. As we reflect on our journey, let us not merely dwell on the tests we face, but on the growth, togetherness, and resilience that define us. Today, we proudly reflect on the 5 wonderful years we spent at GSS, the place we called home. My fellow classmates, we started this GSS journey together, and after 5 years, we have finished the course together. So as we begin another chapter, let's make a promise to each other that together we will encourage and support each other. Together we will persevere. Together we will remain focused, and together we must overcome every single obstacle.
Also recognized for outstanding performances were salutatorian Udall Wisdom, who achieved 9 CSEC passes with 4 grade 1s, Ayana Brown, who passed 10 subjects, Sikova Hughes, Jevon Manners, and Delroy Prentice and Tevez Taylor, who passed 9 subjects, as well as Yewande Mangal, Zaisha Mills, Tyra Phillip, and Lloyden Truss, who passed 8 subjects, among others. The Gingerland Secondary School's 50th annual graduation and prize-giving ceremony was held in honor of Mr. and Mrs. Denrick and Margaret Liebert and Mr. and Mrs. Raymond and Julian Holiday. Still to come.
But none of this promise can be realized without investment and the provision of capital to small island states like us to develop these renewable energy resources.
We'll give you the details after this break.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Honorable Mark Brantley on December 4th made a statement in solidarity with Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, and his delegation, who are currently attending the 28th United Nations Climate Change Conference in Dubai. Mr. Brantley is the Premier of Nevis, as well as the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I start by commending the United Arab Emirates on its leadership of COP28. And its role in achieving the landmark decision to create a loss and damage fund to help the most vulnerable countries recover from climate disasters. I commend leaders across the world, but especially Caribbean leaders, for their tireless advocacy in this regard. Climate change is no longer a matter for academic lectures and cozy fireside chats. It has become the lived reality of billions of people across the world. In St. Kitts and Nevis and across the Caribbean archipelago, we find ourselves at ground zero, fighting a war we did not start and a war to which we did not contribute. We now have more drought, warmer oceans, more sargassum seaweed affecting our coasts, and more violent hurricanes. Climate change represents an existential threat to our Caribbean civilization.
The event, also referred to as the Conference of the Parties, COP28, is taking place from November 30th to December 12th at Expo City.
In Nevis, we have discovered large deposits of geothermal energy, far in excess of the needs of St. Kitts and Nevis. The potential to harness this renewable energy resource for the benefit of St. Kitts and Nevis, but also for export to neighboring islands, and for the development of new industries and a new economy based on renewable energy is truly revolutionary. The realization of geothermal energy promises to make St. Kitts and Nevis the first nation in the world to wean itself entirely off fossil fuels for the generation of electricity. We shall in the near future be able to declare to the world that we are truly the greenest place on planet Earth. We are reimagining our small island state, fueled by renewable energy, to become a global example of a sustainable island state. Geothermal energy allows us cheaper, cleaner energy, which leads to energy security for our country. Cheap, clean energy allows us to achieve greater desalination efforts to bring more potable water to our people. More water to our people means our farmers can grow more food. Cheap, clean energy means more industries, new jobs, and a new economy.
The Premier used the opportunity to call for investment and the provision of capital to develop the renewable energy resources of small island developing states.
We are, in St. Kitts and Nevis, on the cusp of a revolution to transform lives in our region and to help save our shared planet Earth. We ask you here gathered to help us achieve that revolution by seeing the pursuit of renewable energy as a global public good and providing the critical financing to harness it. I wish your deliberations at COP28 every success, as failure to find solutions is simply no longer an option.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Carice Elliott of Gingerland Nevis is among 10 participants from the Caribbean Climate Justice Academy who are attending the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference COP28 as part of an on-site learning experience in Dubai from November 30th to December 12th. Sustainable Development Advocate Island Innovation is providing the unique, fully funded opportunity for the participants in the Caribbean Climate Justice Future Leaders Program to serve as envoys for their island communities. The current program is an opportunity for young Caribbean activists and community leaders to learn about climate justice, engage with global policymakers, and promote climate action at UN's COP28. Carice Elliott, who is representing St. Kitts and Nevis, says a successful conference would be one that ensures those in attendance walk the walk once they return home, as the true fight is after COP28. She says she hopes for significant changes and anticipates further enlightenment as she plans to sensitize St. Kitts and Nevis upon her return. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.